Hello friends, welcome to the session today. I'm Soni, your trainer for this session. We've covered past tense in detail, so this is revision time for us. We'll go ahead, revise the past tense and do a lot of activities and exercises. Let me tell you about the aims and objectives of the session today. We'll start with the simple past tense, do certain exercises, and similarly move on to the past perfect, past continuous, and past perfect continuous tense. Of course, exercises would be followed after every form. Let's start with the simple past tense. In the simple past tense, the second form of the verb is used. The simple past tense is used for actions that start and finish in the past. जो चीज़ें पहले शुरू होके ख़त्म हो चुकी हैं, वो आज नहीं हो रही. They have finished. They can also be used for actions that happen one after the other in the past. What I mean by this is, they can be used for a series or a sequence of actions. The simple past tense can also be used for a short action that interrupts a longer action in the past. Now suppose in the past there was a long action and a short action interrupts that long action. Now even the short action would be expressed in the simple past tense. So these are the ways how you can go ahead and use the simple past tense. I hope you people have practiced a lot. You've made sentences using simple past tense. Well, I'll just come to know about it right now because we'll go ahead and do an exercise and then let's see how many of you score good marks. So let's get ready for the exercise. Fill in the blanks with simple present or simple past. The first sentence. He dash with an accident last week and dash now in hospital. He dash with an accident last week and dash now in hospital. The words you can use are meet, be. Use the correct form. Next, we often dash a swim early in the morning. We dash one this morning. We often dash a swim early in the morning. We dash one this morning. The words to be used are have and have again. Next, whenever the teacher dash her to read, she dash very nervous. The words you can use are ask, become. Next, my father says that people dash harder when he was a boy than they dash nowadays. My father says that people dash harder when he was a boy than they dash nowadays. The verbs are work, do. Next one. I dash my hair cut a week ago and now it dash cutting again. The verbs are have, need. It's a long exercise, so we do have another one. Next sentence. I dash many more English words than I dash a year ago. The words you can use are know, do. Next one. He often dash me to help him with his homework. He dashed me again yesterday. The words are ask and ask. Both are the same. Next one. Last year I dash football, but now I have given up football and dash hockey instead. The words you can use: play, play. I hope you're going ahead and doing the exercise. It's there in your workbook, so don't look here and there and do your work honestly. Next sentence. She dash to see me sometimes. The last time she dash was the first day of the holidays. The words are come and come. Use the correct form of these verbs. Last one. I dash to school every day. My friend dash with me today. The words are walk and walk. I'll give you some time, do the exercise. What you're supposed to do is fill in the simple present or the simple past form of the verbs given in brackets. Let's move on and check your answers. Let's start with the solutions. The first one, he met. Met is the correct answer. He met with an accident last week and is now in hospital. Because last week means a past action. That's why we've used the form met. But right now he's in hospital. That's why we've used is, because that's the present situation. Next. We often have a swim early in the morning. We had one this morning. Next one. Whenever the teacher asked her to read, she became very nervous. I hope you're checking the answers. And if you have any incorrect answers, please do note down the correct one. Next one. My father says that people worked harder when he was a boy than they do nowadays. Next. I had my hair cut a week ago and now it needs cutting again. Next. I know many more English words than I did a year ago. Next one. He often asks me to help him with his homework. He asked me again yesterday. Now, because you're telling he had asked you yesterday, which is a past day, that's the reason you've used asked with an ed. Next. Last year I played football, but now I have given up football and play hockey instead. So last year you played, the past action, and now you play hockey. That's a present one. Next. She comes to see me sometimes. The last time she came was the first day of the holidays. Next. I walk to school every day. Now it is a general statement and it is something that you do every day. And if you remember, we had said that actions that are performed on a regular basis are expressed in which tense? Good. It is simple present. The simple present tense is used for actions that are done on a regular basis. So the blank is I walk to school every day. My friend walked with me today. So done with the exercise. I hope you all scored good marks. Did you? Good. Now we'll have a story time for you. It's an activity, but then it's a very interesting story as well. Have you heard the story of Goldilocks? Goldilocks and the three bears? You have? Maybe some of you have. For those who haven't, I'm here to tell you this wonderful story. But then, what you are required to do is, you need to fill in the blanks with simple past form of the verbs given in brackets. So, story to मैं बताऊंगी, but it will be adhuri story until unless you fill in the blanks. And once you fill in the blanks, we listen to the story again with the correct verb forms. Let's get started with the story of Goldilocks and the three bears. Once upon a time, there dash within brackets be three bears, huge papa bear, ordinary mama bear, and tiny baby bear. So family of three. They dash, live is the bracket word, in a big forest. One day, mama bear dash, the word in bracket is cook, porridge for her family, and dash, the word is put it into bowls, a huge bowl for papa bear, an ordinary bowl for mama bear, and a little bowl for baby bear. To give the porridge time to cool down, the three bears dash, go is the word in bracket, for a walk. Near the wood, there dash, live is the word, a little girl called Goldilocks. One day, she dash, the word in bracket is sneak, off into the forest. After a while, she dash, the word is come, to the bear's house. She dash, knock is the word, at the door, but nobody dash, the word is seem to be there. So, Goldilocks dash, the word is step, inside the house. She dash, the word is smell, the porridge in the kitchen. She dash, the word in bracket is try, the porridge in the huge bowl, too hot. Then she dash, the word is taste, some of the porridge from the ordinary bowl, too cold. The porridge in the little bowl dash, the word is be, right. She dash, eat is the word, it. In the sitting room dash, the word is stand, three chairs. She dash, the word is sit, down in the huge chair, too hard. She dash, there are two words now, like / not. You need to use the correct combination. The ordinary chair either, too soft. She dash, the word is love, the little chair. But it soon dash, break is the word, into pieces. She went into the bedroom. There dash, be is the word, three beds in the room. She dash, the word is climb, onto the huge bed, too hard. Then she dash, the word is crawl, into the ordinary bed, too soft. The little bed dash, the word is be, just right. She dash, word is fall, asleep in it. When the three bears dash return is the word home. They dash her, the word in bracket is find, fast asleep in baby bear's bed. They dash, the word is watch, her for a while. Then they dash, wake is the bracket word, her up. Goldilocks dash her eyes, the word is open. She dash the bears, the word is see. Dash and dash, the two words are scream and run. Out of the house as fast as she could. So that was a long story with a lot of fill in the blanks. So now I'll read out the story once again for you with the correct answers. And if you've made any mistakes, please go ahead and correct your mistakes. Let's start with the solution. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears, huge Papa Bear, ordinary Mama Bear, and tiny baby bear. They lived in a big forest. One day, Mama Bear cooked porridge for her family and put it into bowls. A huge bowl for Papa Bear, an ordinary bowl for Mama Bear, and a little bowl for Baby Bear. To give the porridge time to cool down, the 3 bears went for a walk. Near the wood, there lived a little girl called Goldilocks. One day, she sneaked off into the forest. After a while, she came to the bear's house. She knocked at the door, but nobody seemed to be there. So Goldilocks stepped inside the house. She smelt the porridge in the kitchen. She tried the porridge in the huge bowl. Too hot. Then she tasted some of the porridge from the ordinary bowl. Too cold. The porridge in the little bowl is right. She ate it. In the sitting room stood 3 chairs. She sat down in the huge chair. Too hard. She didn't like the ordinary chair either. Too soft. She loved the little chair, but it soon broke into pieces. She went into the bedroom. There were 3 beds in the room. She climbed onto the huge bed. Too hard. Then she crawled into the ordinary bed. Too soft. The little bed was just right. She fell asleep in it. When the 3 bears returned home, they found her fast asleep in Baby Bear's bed. They washed her for a while. Then they woke her up. Goldilocks opened her eyes. She saw the bears, screamed and ran out of the house as fast as she could. I hope you enjoyed the story and were able to understand it now once I've read out the solution to you. Good. Now this was about the simple past tense. Next tense that we've already covered is the past continuous tense. What does the word continuous means? Ongoing action. Now, the past continuous tense is used for actions that continued at some point in the past. Now, because these actions continue, they are called continuous. But since we are talking of the past tense, so they continued in the past. They are not going on right now. This tense can also be used for habitual actions in the past. certain actions which are performed every day in the past. Now this was what does a past continuous tense means. What we need to do today is an exercise on the past continuous tense. You need to fill in the blanks with the simple past, which we've already done, or the past continuous form of the given verb. Let's start with the exercise. When I dash in the library, somebody dash a ball through the window. When I dash in the library, somebody dash a ball through the window. The words are sit, throw. Next, when the telephone dash, she dash her homework. The words are ring, do. Stop cheating. Don't look at what your partner is doing. Go ahead and do your own work. Next, we dash each other ghost stories when the light dash out. The words are tell, go. Next one. When the accident dash, I dash quite near. The words are occur, stand. Next one. When I dash the party, everyone dash themselves. Words are leave, enjoy. Next one. When I dash for a bus, an ambulance dash past. The words are wait, dash. Dash is a word here, not a dash. Next one. The teacher dash the room while I dash on the board. The words you need to fill in with are enter, write. Use the simple past or the past continuous form. Next one. While he dash to us, a boy dash him a note. Words are talk, bring. Next one. He dash his ankle while he dash tennis. Words break and play can be used. Quickly do the exercise, although you should have done it by now. Let's start with the solutions. First one. When I was sitting in the library, somebody threw. Don't say it as threw. It is threw a ball through the window. Next. When the telephone rang, she was doing her homework. Was doing is in past continuous form. Next one. We were telling each other ghost stories when the light went out. Were telling again in past continuous form. Next. When the accident occurred, I was standing quite near. Next one. When I left the party, everyone was enjoying themselves. Was enjoying means it is in the past continuous form. While I was waiting for a bus, an ambulance dashed past. Next one. The teacher entered the room while I was writing on the board. So entered is in simple past. Was writing is an action which was going on at that point of time. So it is past continuous. Next, while he was talking to us, a boy brought him a note. Last one, he broke his ankle while he was playing tennis. Broke is the past form of break. So these were the solutions to the exercise, and now we've covered simple past, we've covered past continuous. Which is the next one? Which is the next form of past tense? Good. It is past perfect tense. And what is that special word that you need to use in case of past perfect? Have, has? No, they are for? Yes, the has and have are for present perfect. In case of past perfect, it is had, H-A-D. So you use the word had in case of past perfect. This tense is used for actions that started and finished in the past. It can also be used for actions that happened one after the other in the past. एक के बाद एक हुए, in a sequence. It can be used for actions which are short actions in the past that interrupts a longer action. Now the past perfect tense is used for actions that ended at a specific point in the past. They are no longer going on, they have ended at some point in the past. Let's take examples. When I turned the radio on yesterday, I heard a song that was popular when I was in school. I had not heard. This becomes your past perfect. I had not heard the song for years and it brought back some great memories. Now the entire sentence shows that the action has occurred in the past, and had not heard emphasizes that this action occurred at a specific point in the past when you had turned on the radio yesterday. Let's take another example. These examples are also there in your workbook. Next, last week I ran into an old friend of mine. We had not seen each other in years and both of us had changed a great deal. I enjoyed talking to her so much that I asked her to join me for dinner. We had a great time together. So the entire action had taken place in the past at a specific point where you had met your friend last week and then the action took place. Now this was past perfect. Instead of going on with an exercise in past perfect, let us first cover the remaining one. Which one is left? Yes, it is the past perfect continuous tense. Let's cover this one and then we'll do exercises on the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. Now in case of past perfect continuous, it is used for actions that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. So the action has taken place in the past. Since we are doing past tense, no matter whether it is continuous, perfect or simple, always remember the action has to take place in the past. So this action, it began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. You have a specific time. Before that time, the action begins, or in fact began, because it is past. It continued up till that point. So this makes it a past perfect continuous tense. Let's take an example. When we moved to the colony on the outskirts of the city, the area had been developing. Now it's a past action. You're talking about the time when you had moved to the colony. You are already settled there now, but you're referring to a time when you had moved in. The area had been developing at a great pace. In no time, we were living in the heart of a bustling city. The school I had been studying in was too far from our new home. Now, you're not studying in school right now. You're talking about the time when you were in school. So, the school I had been studying, you're referring to a particular point of time. So, I joined the one nearby. My best friend Sonia had already been studying there for 2 years. Now, with the help of this example, do you get an idea when to use the past perfect continuous and how to use it? Good. Now, as I said, we've covered past perfect and past perfect continuous. So, let's do an exercise wherein you need to fill in the blanks with either the past perfect or the past perfect continuous. Let's start with the exercise. The first sentence. It dashed all night and the roads were flooded. The word is rain. Next, he went home as soon as he dashed the message. Word is deliver. Next, the road was blocked by a tree which dashed across it. The word is fall. Please use the correct form of the word. Next, the men were tired, for they dashed for 6 hours without a break. The word here is work. The trainer told the trainees not to begin until they dash the instructions. The word is read. Next one. After they dash for 1.5 hours, they were told to stop. The word is write. Next. When the teachers dash all the papers, they were told that they could go. The word is collect. Next one. Although he dashed her before, he knew who she was. The word is see and / not. So you need to use it in the negative form. Next one. After he dashed the puncture, it did not take long to mend it. The word is find. Last one. After I dashed the book for some time, I realized that I dashed it before. The word is read in both the cases. So do the exercise and we'll discuss the solutions. It's not a difficult exercise, and by now if you still cannot do the exercise, means you're not following or you're not paying attention. And let's go ahead with the solutions. First one. It had rained all night and the roads were flooded. Had rained is the correct answer. Next, he went home as soon as he had delivered the message. So both had rained and had delivered are in which form? The past perfect form. Next, The road was blocked by a tree which had fallen across it. Next one. The men were tired, for they had been working for 6 hours without a break. Out here you have the past perfect continuous. Remember, are you able to make out why it is continuous and past perfect? Good. Next, the trainer told the trainees not to begin until they had read the instructions. Now, READ is read and read as well. But when it is in past tense, you should pronounce it as read and not read. Okay? Spellings are the same, but the way you pronounce it is different. Next, after they had been writing for 1.5 hours, they were told to stop. Again, the past perfect continuous being used. Next, when the teachers had collected all the papers, they were told that they could go. Next, although he had not seen her before, he knew who she was. Remember, I told you to use the negative sense, not and see. Next one. After he had found the puncture, it did not take long to mend it. Last, after I had been reading, past perfect continuous, the book for some time, I realized that I had read it before. Now, had read becomes past perfect, but had been reading becomes perfect continuous. So this was an exercise wherein I had told you which form of the past tense you are supposed to use. Now you people are experts by now, and I will not tell you which form to use. In the exercise that comes in next, you need to fill in the blanks with the suitable form of past tense. First, I wish I dash you. I wish I dash you. Word is be. Next, I wish you dash me before. Word is tell. Next one, I wish there dash something I could do to help. Word is be. Next, I wish I dash there when it happened. Word is be. Let's move on to the next one. I wish the holidays dash longer. Word is be again. So you're making a lot of wishes in this exercise. Good. Next, I wish I had not dashed the second mango. This time the word is eat. Next is, I wish it dash 4 o'clock. It is be that you need to fill in with. The correct form of be, in fact. Next, I wish I dash my homework last night. The word is do. Next, I wish you dash here before. The word is come. The last one is, I wish I dash some more money. The word is have. Remember, it's the past tense, and I've told you in past tense, have changes to right. You know it. Let's quickly go through the solutions. First one, I wish I were you. Next, I wish you had told me before. You've used the past perfect form here. Next, I wish there was something I could do to help. Next, I wish I had been there when it happened. Next, I wish the holidays had been longer. Do you all wish so? Yes, I wish so when I was in school, that I wish the holidays go on forever. But then how would you get promoted to the next class if the holidays go on forever? Okay, next, I wish I had not eaten the second mango. Next, I wish it were 4 o'clock. Next, I wish I had done my homework last night. Next, I wish you had been here before. Last one, I wish I had some more money. So if you've got all the answers correct, means you're doing an excellent job, you're doing your work well. What is your home assignment? Your home assignment today is to write a diary extract of at least 100 words to start with on your day yesterday. What did you do yesterday? Start like this and gradually start maintaining the diary on daily basis. So go ahead, take some time and write your diary. It should be your best friend. Until next time, bye-bye and happy learning.